Nancy is a newly qualified actuary who has recently started working for a large life insurance company named Swan Life. While working on her first big assignment in her new role, she notices something is amiss.
What the hell? This can't be right. The assets that have been designated as technical provisions are being used to guarantee company loans taken out by Swan Life. This surely must be a mistake. I need to report this immediately. Hello? I need to see the chief actuary right away. It's urgent.
Come in. Please take a seat. What is so urgent you see me right away?
I'm working on the calculation of the technical provisions at the moment, sir. And I came across these documents showing that the assets being marked as technical provisions are also being used to guarantee millions of euros worth of loans taken out by Swan Life.
Are you finished?
What do you mean, am I finished? If this is correct and the company defaults on these loans, we won't have any technical provisions.
Well, obviously, Nancy, you've made a mistake then. Just go back and check your work.
But look, your signatures on these documents. Do you remember signing off on this?
You've no idea the amount of paperwork that goes through my desk every day.
Well, if you are so sure that I am mistaken and that everything is fine, then I'm sure you wouldn't mind if I highlighted this with the Central Bank of Ireland.
The chief actuary realises that if this information comes to the attention of the central bank, the company's name will be dragged through the mud and his professional reputation will be destroyed.
Don't be ridiculous. There is no issue. However, the company is facing some financial difficulties at the moment, and unfortunately, Nancy, we're going to have to let you go.
Is this because I pointed out the problem with the technical provisions? You can't just fire me over this.
Absolutely not, and there is no issue with the technical provisions. Please see yourself out immediately. Hello, please put me through to the director, please. This is Mr. Walsh, the chief actuary. Hi there. Unfortunately, we have a whistleblower situation. I handle it, but I think it might be a good idea to spread a rumour to undermine her credibility, just in case she decides to take this public. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure that she'll never be taken seriously again.
A rumour spread through the company like wildfire that Nancy is nothing more than a disgruntled employee seeking revenge after being made redundant. And slowly but surely, Nancy becomes inundated with emails from her old colleagues filled with an assortment of pleas for her silence and vicious threats.
How can I speak up when there are so many people depending on these jobs to pay their bills and support their families? Swan Life is the biggest employer in the area. I don't want to be responsible for potentially ruining the lives of so many people. However, on the other hand, if Swan Life defaults on their loans and there are no technical provisions which to pay out benefits and claims, the families of those policyholders will suffer too. I really wish this were not up to me, but I just cannot sit back and do nothing. I must do the right thing and report this to the central bank. There. It is done. I sent my report to the central bank and it's out of my hands now.
The central bank investigates the matter and thankfully the issue is caught at a point where it can be resolved. Swan Life is fined for misconduct and the chief executive and the chief actuary are forced to resign. Going forward, Swan Life has designated appropriate assets as technical provisions, mitigating any potential damage so none of the policyholders are negatively impacted. Nancy took an unfair dismissal case against Swan Life and received appropriate compensation. Her reputation survived the ordeal and she went on to lead a successful career in the area of insurance supervision within a regulatory agency.